Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some nifty tips and tricks that you guys can use throughout the week to maintain your home. Is the living room tidy. I like to tidy up my living room at least twice a day. Usually in the afternoon when my son goes and takes a nap, and then at night just before bed. I find that when I do it more than once a day, it's not a huge mess, and so it just makes it a lot easier to keep up with. Usually, there's toys all over the living room, there's clothes, just whatever, because the kids are in and out of here. So I try to make it my mission to at least do it twice a day. Sometimes it happens more, but that is my rule, twice a day. And I usually set 2 10-minute timers both times, so that way I can get it done. And it's not just my living room area, it's everything in here. So it can be the walkway, all of our bar area, everything like that usually gets done within 10 minutes. And I find that setting the 2 10-minute timer helps me kind of motivate to beat the timer. I love when I can say, ooh, I did it, and there's 2 minutes left. Next up is high traffic areas. So for us, that is our bar area, and that's also the front entryway. The way that we maintain that area is to have a specific spot for everything within those high traffic areas. A basket for your keys, a rack for your keys, a shoe rack, things like that. You always want to have adequate storage areas to keep those things in place. So that way, when they're out and all over the place, you know exactly where they go, and you don't have to throw them somewhere they don't belong to create more mess. Third up, the kitchen. So for me, the kitchen is just a huge to-do. I hate a dirty kitchen. It ruins my day. So I try to make that my priority throughout the day, starting within the morning when I unload the dishwasher first thing. I just find that it makes the day go better, because once everybody's done with their meal, whether it be breakfast, lunch, a snack, whatever, you know that the dishwasher is empty, all your stuff can go in there, and you don't have to worry about the sink filling up with dishes. If for whatever reason the dishwasher does get full throughout the day, I'll usually hand wash a few things and just put it on the drying rack. I like to try to keep the sink empty as much as possible. I find that it's important to clean up after every use. So if I'm making snack boxes, if I'm making breakfast, whatever it is, I try to clean up, or at least tidy up for the most part after I get done. That way I don't have to worry about it later on, because the last thing that I want to have to deal with before I go to bed is a full kitchen to clean. Don't get me wrong, it does happen because life happens, but for the most part, that is one thing that I definitely try my hardest to keep up with. Next is bathrooms. If you're like me, you do not like cleaning the bathroom. That is probably my least favorite thing to do next to laundry. And it's probably above laundry, honestly. I've never liked cleaning bathrooms. Obviously, I do it because it needs to be done. But I find that simply wiping down the sinks and the toilet once a day, whether it be in the morning or at night before you go to bed, helps to maintain your bathroom, so that way at the end of the week, or whatever day of the week that you choose to do a full deep clean, it's really not that big of a deal. You don't have a lot to do. I feel like bathrooms can sometimes be high traffic areas, especially for kids. So you always want to have at least a hamper or something for those dirty clothes to go into, so they're not all over the floor. Now we're on to laundry. The second thing that I dislike very much. I've always had a hard time with laundry. You can ask my husband. We've been together for 15 years, and it is like my kryptonite. I have struggled. Even when I was a teenager, I struggled with laundry. So what I find that works for us is doing at least 1 to 2 loads of laundry every day, and that includes washing, drying, and folding, and immediately putting away. So if I wash and dry and I leave it in the dryer, it's not getting folded. Point blank period. I'm not even going to mince words. I'm not going to pretend like I've got that part figured out. It happens. If I put it in the washer and I don't set a timer to remind myself to go take it out of the washer, it stays in there, and then I have to rewash it. That is a vicious cycle that I have fallen into many times. So I find that when I wash, immediately dry, and then immediately fold and immediately put it away, that works, that helps, and I don't have laundry all over the place. Trust me, our laundry room, laundry closet, anything that we've had through the years has been a nightmare. So that is something that I am also telling myself. I'm making a mental note to make sure that I keep up with the laundry. I actually have a load in right now that is rinsing. So, hey Siri, set a reminder in 30 minutes to go switch the laundry over to the dryer.
Okay, I've added go switch the laundry over to the dryer for this afternoon at 1:05 p.m.
And it's just that easy. Literally, that's one thing I love about having a smartphone is setting reminders to remember things, because if you are like me, mom brain sets in and you can forget any and everything. Having a spot for everything has proven tried and true for us. We do have a lot of things that we are still in the process of getting rid of, but I have found that in most rooms, when I have a designated spot for things that everybody knows where these things go, it helps us more actively keep things neat and tidy, and it doesn't create that headache that you get or that overwhelming feeling that you get when there's stuff everywhere and you're like, I don't know where to put this. Things don't get laid on the bar, or things don't get put in the closet and the door shut, and you're like, oh my God, please don't open the closet door because everything is gonna fall out. Because trust me, we've had one of those closets in most of the places we've lived. Showing everyone in your home where things go, so that way you know, okay, everybody knows where everything goes, so there's no excuse when things are not put back where they belong. Letting your kids know this is where things go, even if you have to show them a million times, they're gonna get it at some point. So you have to do it, because if you want to maintain your home and maintain a clean space, that's just what it takes sometimes. Overall, I feel like it's very important to involve your family in all of your daily cleaning, your routine, and just gets everybody used to what they should expect, what's expected of them. It gives your kids a chance to feel like they helped do something. I think that's important for kids to be involved in things. They honestly feel good whenever they're helping mom and dad out with doing daily chores. I'm just sharing these tips and tricks with you in hopes that it'll help you obtain a healthy and doable cleaning routine. I know that cleaning is not everybody's favorite thing to do. It's not always mine. I do find it relaxing, but there are days where like I just don't want to do it, but it has to be done at the end of the day. Now, I know that one size doesn't fit all, so obviously I'm not saying that the things that work for me are going to 100% work for you. You have to customize it and fit it to the season of life that you are in right now, and that is totally fine. So don't stress it, don't sweat it. It's really not that big of a deal. Just do whatever works for you. I'm also not saying that I'm perfect and I've got it all figured out, because not only is this video for you, but it's for me too. It's my reminder when I'm not wanting to do things, or I'm just like not in the mood for any of this. This is my reminder to go back and watch this video and be like, listen, girl, you can't be giving advice that you're not taking. Feel free to change and adapt these tips and tricks. And if you have any other tips and tricks, I would more than love to know what they are, because we are all in this beautiful, ever-changing season of motherhood. And I feel like we all need to work together, because it does take a village. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and taking the time to spend some time with me and listen to my advice. I hope that I was able to motivate you guys in some way, some form. And if I was, please let me know in the comments, because it helps me know what kind of content you guys appreciate the most, and that's what means the most to me. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that bell so that way you get notified when I post. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.